Day 2 in Sonoma was one for the books. Mike and Rom led us to the incredible Jack London State Historic Park, where history and nature come together perfectly. Who was Jack London? His life was a true rags to riches story. He grew up very poor, working in factories and on ships, but he rode his way to becoming a millionaire. He wrote classics like The Call of the Wild and White Fang, which have been made into many famous movies. We started at the House of Happy Walls. The first floor is full of interactive history. I loved the biological boards where you push buttons to see photos of Jack's life, starting from when he was just a young boy.
We walked in the House of Happy Walls so grand, built by Charmian, the lady of the land. On the first floor boards I started to play, pushing all the buttons, learning about his day. Saw the photos of the boy before the fame began, before the world knew the myth of the man. In the vintage kitchen where the coffee used to brew.
There is also an old kitchen and a vintage typewriter setup. It was so much fun because I actually got to type out my own story and print it right there. We headed up to the second floor of the House of Happy Walls, and it was like stepping even deeper into their private lives. The first thing that caught my eye was Charmian's 1901 Steinway piano, a beautiful baby grand that still sits there today. We saw their collection of saddles, which they used to explore this massive ranch, and I even got to see Charmian's closet filled with her vintage clothes and outfits. It really shows you how much style she had. One of the most interesting things we learned is that Jack and Charmian had no children to leave this incredible estate to. Between that and the property taxes being too high to keep it in the family, the land was eventually given to the government so it could be preserved as a park for everyone. After the museum, we headed into the deep, serene woods. We walked through the massive trees all the way to the ruined buildings of the Wolf House. Seeing those giant stone walls standing in the forest is incredible. You can really feel the history. My friend pointed out that the work is still going on. They are currently restoring 14 historic buildings across the ranch to protect them from fire and time. Since I used to live here and my husband Terry has only been once before, walking these trails with Mike and Rom made for a perfect day. We finished with a late lunch to celebrate a morning well spent. But don't go anywhere. Day 3 is just around the corner and the best is yet to come. Please stay tuned.
Ranch is never quite done. 14 buildings that fixing with care to keep the fire away.